everybody, welcome to Alisas Art Room. Tonight we're going to be working some more on my country farmhouse junk journal. Y'all come in and say hi. We are currently live on Facebook if you see the little red button at the top left. If not, you're catching a replay either here or over on YouTube. Let me get you guys pulled up so I can see chat. Make sure sound is okay. Hey, Bonnie. Thanks for letting me know the sound is good, Bonnie. I appreciate that. All right, let me grab my journal. So we're working in this. It's got its signatures, 3 signatures in there. And we're going to try to do some pockets, belly bands, something like that. I don't really have a plan per se, but we'll do something fun. All right, so looks like I got a couple people in here. Sound is good, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull the camera up top. All right, bear with me 1 second here. Kim. All right, so let's see. I don't really, it's like I don't have a plan, but we're just gonna go through and pick a page and try to do something on it. Possibly, that one's hard to separate. What shall I do? I made a couple of pockets out of packaging. I probably will stick somewhere in here. So let's see, let's look at those. So found some packaging. This one's Valdelia sweet onions. You know, I personally think it's farmhousey. Any kind of, you know, farm stuff, you know, foods and stuff that you might have, you know, might grow on your farm. I put it on a piece of burlap. I sewed it on there so that it can be a pocket, and we'll glue it down. I didn't back it with any paper, which I usually will try to do if I'm going to glue it, but I think I can manage, just because the holes sometimes are a pain. And then this one was the raspberry oranges. I just backed it on some cardstock for a belly band. Hopefully I got it about the right size. So we'll find a spot for those 2 things. And then I have some other things, like I have this cute watermelon paper. It was a calendar. I'll put that on something somewhere. So let's see where these will look good. I don't think I want to put it on the same color. Not sure what I'm going to do with that map page yet. I think I'm going to make a pocket. That plaid. What does it look like on the plaid? It doesn't look too bad on that plaid. Alright, so I'm going to put that there. I think. And then I can look through the others and see if there's any better spots, but I think that'll be good. Got strawberries. I don't know. I don't think it'll look good on that, but let's see. It's not horrible. And then a different plaid. this page. This was one of the background pages in the Boho Chicken. It's not bad there either. What about this one? This is going to have to go near the front. It's a little bit big. I can trim it a little. I left some room. I did glue it too, so hopefully it won't fray. I like it there, but at the same point, I kind of thought that might make a good journaling spot, so I'm not sure I want to cover it. At least not with something like a pocket. And what do we have near the back? Just a solid. I mean, this is very similar to this, so I guess that would be fine. The red's a tad bit off, but it's not too bad. There's already a pocket there. That's not heavy enough. And same thing in front. Could go there too. So I think about that watermelon piece too. I don't know where I'm gonna put that. Different red. What does that look like on the back? That one's way too dark. So no, I'm thinking I'm going to put it either on the plaid or the second choice. Yeah, so not this one. So it could go either here. This red's a fraction off, but it's not a big deal. I don't think I have. Do I have anything that red? Probably not. I haven't done anything on that yet, so I could switch it out just so it matches better, but let's see. Let's see if any of the others are any better. I think they're all going to be about the same. Yeah, there's not really a better one anyway. So that's a no. All right, so we'll just deal with the red being a little bit different if we put it there. Or I can put it on, I kind of like it on this. Just, you know, adds. I also kind of like it, not this one, move this one to the back some. I kind of like it on the plaid. Was it the raspberry on the plaid or the other? I think it was the raspberry. Yeah, so I think I like the raspberry there. What was my second choice? The second choice was... maybe. Did I have a second choice? Maybe I didn't. The strawberry? I think I had the strawberry as a second choice. I think I like the contrast here. You know, strawberries are not raspberries, but does it really matter? The shape of them almost looks like raspberries, so I'm pretty sure it's strawberries. I do like the contrast better there. I don't know, what do y'all think? Contrast with the strawberries or the plaid for that one? And this one I think I will put just on the back page or the writing. Where's that writing? Where'd it go? Is it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Somewhere near the front, I guess. Oh, there it is. I think I put this here. Who came in? Deborah. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Kim. Across from the chicken. Across from the chicken. For the Valdalia or the raspberry, because I missed what you were saying. And now I don't know, I don't even know what chicken you were talking about. It's not like I ain't got a billion chickens in here, I don't know. Not that one. What were you talking about? Were you talking about this one? This is, it's kind of flimsy. I don't know if I could put it there. I have to try to see if I can backtrack and figure it out. Valdalia across from one of the chickens. Let's see. Is there another chicken on this one? There's that chicken. Still just coffee dyed. Is there another chicken? I mean, it looks good across from this chicken. You know, it doesn't look bad. It's just that this is just, it's a very thin coffee dyed, and I don't know if it'll hold up to that kind of a pocket. And not that chicken, because the colors don't match. Was there another chicken in the other one? See, now I don't know what you're talking about. It's so hard because my chat's very delayed. Makes it hard to figure out what y'all are talking about sometimes. Not those. Also just coffee dyed. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. The only chicken I see is that one. So maybe that's what you were talking about. That's my guess. Look in the other book. So the one I just did. I mean, there's this chicken. Try to find all the chickens. That one's got a note thing. We don't need that. So there's this chicken. There's this chicken. And I don't know that I saw one in this one. I don't think I did. I don't think the colors of that one's good. No. Too green. Too clashy. No, no, no. No. All right. Guess so's not there? I don't know what. Oh, guess so, yes, not there. That one. Right or left? It doesn't really matter. Honestly, it could go on either one, but I might have to strengthen this a little bit. It's a little thin. I think it's close enough to the front. I could get away with that page. This page, they're about the same. About the same in distance. I mean, it does look okay across from the chicken for sure. The one on the right. All right, I'll throw it there. And then I've got the Valdalia one somewhere in here. It's in this one. No, not the Valdalia, the oranges. All right, let's move this out of my way. Okay. Let's see if I can make it fit this page. It's a little bit small. It's going to be about there. And then I might have to trim it just a little. Probably trim that. I don't think I glued that side. I'll be gluing it down, so needless to say, it won't fray past that point anyway. It's messy to cut if you don't glue it. Very messy. Now let's trim it down a little bit. See if we can get it to fit. This one was sewed, so I didn't bother, but it's pretty wide for this little page. where my vacuum is. Not that my vacuum works great on burlap, because burlap is just, it's too fine and it always just goes everywhere. I don't want to use my hands, because last time I wiped burlap off with my hand, I got burlap stuck in my hand. Because I have very soft, thin skin. And it's amazing the things that will just pierce right into it. Kind of crazy. All right, now will it fit? Yeah, I think we can fit it on there. Okay, so put that there. By the time I glue it down, it'll be fine. I think I'll use Fabri-Tac for this one. It'll grab hold better. Come on, air bubble. Today. You know what? Let me put something down. I'm a little worried it'll go right through that. That's the, yeah. Just make sure it's the bottom. See if I can see that line. Just barely. I'm going to go as close to the outside as I can, because we don't want it to get caught in the signature. I like using these packages because they're all crinkly. Either I'm crooked or that I'm crooked somewhere. I think I didn't cut that even. Let's see if I can trim it. Not with those. They're too big. I'm going to try to trim this a little bit better. I don't like it real obviously crooked. Let's see if I can do this without getting into my fingers. Don't go in my fingers. Alright. The glue is going through the holes, of course, so I'll have to throw some powder on there or something. Tummy, quit gurgling. Of course, I didn't eat dinner yet, so my tummy's gonna gurgle the whole time. Alright, so yeah, it's starting to hold. Okay. Hey, Dawn. Oh my goodness. Hopefully y'all can't hear my stomach because it is going nuts. I hate when it's like that. Alright, that'll be good. I gotta let it dry for a minute, but that will look cute there. And I'll decide if I want anything else up there. It could be a label or something, but whatever I put in there, the tag will cover it, of course. But, you know, when you pull it out, you still see it, so I'll set that aside for now. Jump over to this one. So, plaid or strawberry? Did anybody say? Let me look back. I don't think y'all did. It does look country. Alright, nobody said. I like it. The colors are good. I don't know if it's too busy. That's the only thing. I think it's strawberries in that one. The only thing that's gonna possibly bug me a little. Let me see. I think it was this one. Was it? Maybe it was the first one. No, it was this one. Make sure that's not sticky. I think we're good. It doesn't seem to be sticking. All right, here. I don't know. I just like it better on this, I think. It's not as, I don't know, busy. So this is going to be a belly band, so we're just going to do top and bottom. Let me check my length. Pretty good. All right. I don't need Fabri-Tac for this one. Use Art glitter, it'll be quicker. See if I can keep those strings out. Maybe. Okay. Make sure it's not hitting anything under it. Sometimes when you squeeze it, the glue will ooze out onto your page underneath. All right, that just does fit. Okay. All right. So there's that. So we have a belly band, we have a pocket, both in the same one, of course. That's usually how it goes. All right, let's see how that's doing. Feels pretty good. All right, I'm gonna throw a little powder on there just to be safe. It just gives me a little bit of a security blanket to it sticking to the previous page. Those, and then I want that watermelon somewhere. I don't know if I have a page that'll be good. I think I have a black and white wood page like that, don't I? Somewhere. I also have the map page. I'm trying to think of pages that I have with lighter colors. And this page, I should have this on this side. I prefer my belly bands to be on the right. I think it would look good there. It's a little short. I'm gonna back it on something because it's just a thin calendar page, so it needs backed. Could possibly put it there. Once I back it with maybe, could be red, could be black, could be green. Could be any of those colors, really. We got a lot of green over here. Not that, I don't know how much of that'll actually show. So I've got that one. Do I have another one of these? Let's see, what else do I have? I might have one in that other one. I feel like I had more stuff that was black and white. I'm just gonna close it up for a second. I think I had a plaid or something. Plaid. So this one. I can put it there. Kind of looks better on this, doesn't it? It's a little more contrasty. All right, let's do that. So what can I put behind it? I did get this, I don't know if it's wide enough. It might be wide enough. Yeah. I got this as a freebie from my scrapbook.com order. See if any of these colors will work. Not purple. Not blue. What does the green look like with that black? Not yellow. Not orange. I might have to see if one of my other reds is better. That one's a little, this is very pinky. It's kind of a pink red. And the fuchsia, definitely not. All right, so maybe not that. What else do you got? I have the reds. Let me grab them. I'm glad I bought these reds. I'll tell you. They're definitely coming in handy. So we've got the darker one, and then I think I've got a more of a pinkish one in here. Keep that one. Yeah, that one's good. That's a good shade. All right. So with this, I think it'll look okay on the black and white like that. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, so we'll back it onto that. Put this lid on before it dries up on me. And then I might put something else on it. I don't know. Think about it. I have ribbons and stuff. Oh, let's see. So I got to straighten this out. I just kind of willy-nilly cut it out. How tall is that? Should be exactly right, but I'll probably trim it down a little. Where is my trimmer? And so when I first straighten this up, let's see, does that look straight? That's pretty straight on top. It's not terrible. So we'll trim it down. Go fairly close. I hope it cuts through this nicely. I'm a little worried. We'll see. Yes. And then this side, about the same. It's relatively straight. Okay. This one. We just want a little bit showing to about here. What about black? I can look it back and see what it looks like. It might be better. I don't know. Didn't really think about black. We'll look at it and see if one looks better than the other. I will use this sooner or later anyway. Where's my black? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. It might look better. I don't think I like the way the black hits against the plaid on the other side. I think I like the contrast better, so we're going to say no to black. And we'll do it red. Alright. So let me center this on here. I'm going to trim this top and bottom just a little bit so I'm not hitting that right at the top. Just a bit. glue this on here. Probably, let me close this before debating on my glue. I might just use glue stick on this one. It's very thin. Piece of cardboard. Are your journals on YouTube? Yes. Alisas Art Room. Same name. I do have them on YouTube. I started uploading them all to YouTube about, it's probably been 2 years now. So yes, after this I put them over on there. The only catch is it's Facebook quality uploading over there, so the quality's I find if I watch it on the YouTube on my my iPad or my phone, it's not too bad, but if I try to watch it on my Fire TV, it tends to be kind of digitalized and not great. So I'm not thrilled about that aspect of it, but I do put them over there. And that's where I will put any links or things to products that I use too, is on the description in the YouTube, because Facebook doesn't really lend itself well to that. Okay. Let's see if I can get this on here centered. Sometimes I glue it before I cut it out for just that reason. Makes life a little easier. Do I remember how much room I have? I have, okay, about 1/8 of an inch. All right, that'll work. Okay, make sure I'm the right way. Yep. So, I'll lid back on that glue. The plan is to finish this one in the month of August so that I can jump to Halloween. So hopefully that works out accordingly. I think it should. All right, that'll go there nicely. And then, what else can I do? Let's see. And I'll be putting things in these. I don't know what yet. It could be as simple as a folded digital, like I printed out a couple of these digitals on my rather thin ledger paper, coffee dyed. And this is grid paper, not that you can see the grid. Once I coffee dye this particular grid paper, the grid goes completely away. But a lot of times I'll use something like this and fold it up and put it in a place like that. I don't know if that's what I'm going to do with these or not. They're a little bit big. Debate if I want to fold it that much. I might print them again smaller. We'll see. Or I could just put a card or something. It doesn't really matter. But let's see. All right, we want to do another pocket of some sort. Maybe. Get this red. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this red. How many pockets do I have in this one? 2? 1. This one has 1. And this one has 2, right? I think. Was it the other one? Oh no. Must have been the other one. Must have been this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, so this one we already have 2 in. Plus it's got that envelope. Debating if I'm going to trim this at all. It sticks out quite a bit there. That's almost a good 1/8 of an inch. So I may end up trimming that a little. Sometimes they don't do it as bad, but once I put lace on it, honestly, probably doesn't even matter. All right, let's see. What else do I have? I have a whole bunch of magazine images. I have some clip art. I did these little piggies. I printed them on this like pink paper. It's kind of like a blush. These are from my vintage clip art 19th century. They're basically like, I think they're like wood block prints or something. And then these are from, oh, these are from the same thing. These are all from that 19th century book I have. I fussy cut a bunch of them out because I thought they'd look cute on pages. But I don't know, I thought I'd make this into like a pocket or something. It could be a pocket or a journaling card. Maybe this could be a cute little pocket. I just don't even know if I have a page that would look good on because it's pink. I'll think about that. And some corn. Could use that for a background possibly. These little, this could be like a side pocket. Little goats. I'll see if we can find a spot for those. What else you got in here? That's big. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. Flowers. Barn. I had more than this. They're somewhere around here. Ah, I buried them. There they are. Okay, I've got this pasture bird I thought I would use as a pocket. One of them. Different colors. Interesting. Got this farmhouse radish, I'm guessing. I think it's a radish. Some cows. I think that's too wide, but let's see. Not for here, but I just want to see how wide it is. I could maybe turn that into a pocket. It might be cute. Not on that page. Just checking the size. Shed. More fruits and vegetable stuff. It's like a roadside market. A lot of these I'll probably turn into tags. Cute little cow. This is for my eggs. They always have like these little inserts, and they have like little jokes on them. It's got a little joke. It says, "Wow, you're good," and he says, "Oh, I'm just winging it." They're cute. I coffee dyed it. I should save more of them. I usually don't even think about it, and I just throw them away immediately, but sometimes I remember to save them. These little goats are cute. That could be a pocket. So those could be a pocket. This little sheep. Maybe. Ducks. It might look good as like a background or a journaling card. It's big. I don't know if it'll fit for sure. Maybe as a background. All right, let's see. Deer. Here's a barn. Barn and a silo and farmhouse. And a hay bale. These are calendars. So, let's see. That's going to be probably background. Let's see if any of these look good on any of these pages. So this I'll back and it'll be a side tuck. This little, the way I cut that out, that's pretty much what it pertains to. Let's see. I think I'm going to make this a pocket. The thing I got to decide is whether or not I'm going to cover it. And I don't like that if I make it a pocket, it's got to be a pocket on the inside. Now I could just cut this off and move it over to here, so I don't have to deal with that. That way I could make it a pocket going the other way. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I put these things in and I'm like, I don't know. Probably not there. To see if I can find a good spot for these guys. I don't know. Not reds. Got a lot of brown. Maybe. Black and white will be a possibility. I think I have another one of those somewhere. Probably this one. What's on the other side? Just because it's got so much black and white in it. That might work there. Decide if I want to trim it over anymore. That's where his body is right there. But something could tuck in there. So maybe that there. Or even here. Probably there. Stick it there for a second until I decide. And then I gotta figure that map out. So I have this. Where's the other one? I think I like the one that's wider. I like them both. I guess it would depend on what I put it on. One's a more green to it for some reason. Don't know why. No, nothing there. Possibly. See if I have another one of these pictures somewhere. Is it on the other side? Nope, something else on the other side. Let's see if I have another one of those. Might have another one, might not. Pull that last journal out. Nope. Chicken over there. No, we don't want it there. That one doesn't have as much green as that other one. Feathers. I think I like that one chicken. Yeah, I think I do. maybe, I don't know why I thought I had more of those images in here, but I guess I didn't put more. I guess I only put the one. I don't see anymore. All right, that's fine. I think it'll look good here. It's not the side of the paper I usually pick for that, but some more green, more white. Green or white. I might back this. It's a little thin. It could also be a journaling card if I backed it. Should I use it as a pocket or a journaling card? It could go either way, honestly. Cows. If I did it as a journaling card inside whatever I put there, I just have to make something that matches that. Let's see, what do you got that would work? I don't think so. Yes. I like the colors together, but I don't know that I like the card in there. So when I don't have a plan, y'all got to put up with me figuring stuff out. Sometimes takes me a minute to figure things out. All right, what else do we got in papers? Let's see. No, I printed a bunch of stuff out. Just gotta figure out where I put it. It's not where I thought it was. Graphics Fairy. No, not that one. No, 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 no. I don't think there's anything here. What do you think about that? That kind of looks interesting, doesn't it? I'm not sure that this card will be right for that, but I do kind of like those two together. It's got a lot of the same colors. Yeah, these are thick. It's very thick. Textures. I am so confused. I really thought I cut more things up. Alright. Let me figure out where I put it, guys. I have papers that I spent all weekend cutting out. They must have all been small. I have a cow. That doesn't really fit. Sorry, I'm looking off to the... Oh, what about this? What about that? Is that too big? What if I use just that bottom? Maybe just this bottom piece. I can't fit the chicken, but that might look cute there. Do I go ahead and cut it out? I thought about using the larger part of this as a belly band. This is from the outside of an egg carton. I'm picky about my eggs. I only buy good, like pasture grazing type eggs. I can't fit the chicken, I don't think. He's missing he's got a hole. There's a hole in him. We're going to chop him off. Bye, little chicken. Sorry. Off you go. But I think I like this. It'll be just a little tuck. Maybe not good for this because it's not quite wide enough, but I could back it on something. Thought about this, but it doesn't really fit any better. I want to be able to see the fence, so I wanted to keep it small. But we'll find something that fits in there at some point. Should I straighten that out? Sure. Get a little bit of a curve to it. I can mostly get it straight. It's really thick. I don't know if it'll go through my trimmer. It's very thick. Okay, that should work. Let's try to straighten it out a little bit. It still looks crooked somewhere. I don't know where. It's a little bit better. And this part's a little bit crooked, I think. Oh, why I always tend to slant when I cut these. All right, I like it there. All right, so we'll put this down as a background, and then we'll put that. That'll be cute, right? I think so. And I'll figure out something to put in the pocket. Get some of this out of my way. I could put one of these. Decide if I want to back it or not. Probably not. It's thin. Maybe. Alright, let's see. I didn't close my glue up. Unstick it because I know it's probably clogged. Maybe we did too long. Okay, so let's put this down first. That'll give the page a little more support too. I think we're going to use glue stick. Awesome. It's very thin. I did coat this. It's a magazine image. A lot of my magazine images I go through and I coat them with either matte medium or a matte varnish to kind of tone down that, you know, typical shiny finish that you have. Like these have all been coated, so they're not super shiny anymore. Alright, we're going to try to glue this on here. I think using a glue stick. Okay. This Tombow glue stick is decent. It's a permanent photo quality one. We're the right way. Yep. This will be a little bit tricky. Let's see if I can do it. I think I'll start from this edge. See if I can line her up. It doesn't have to go all the way to the bottom. About there maybe. Is it over far enough? Nope. Not over far enough. Hold on. probably throw a little art glitter on the edge of this. Just places it didn't grab. Not too bad. There. Okay. And where to go? There it is. Should I back it? I should back it. Maybe on some green. Let's see what we got for green that matches. Anything in that rainbow one? What's that green look like? Does that look like the right shade? It's not bad. I think I'd rather have a darker though. But it's not horrible. Let me see. I've got plenty of greens. One of these maybe. Let's see. Maybe this darker green. Is that a better green? Let's see, let's put this back. I think it's a better green. I think it's better than that. Yeah, that's too bright. So not that one. This one's not bad. And then anything else in here? No. So probably that one. I have this darker one somewhere. It's separated from my pile. It is underneath it for some reason. Let's see if I can grab a hold of it. Make sure that this one's not any better. I don't think it is. I think we're going to want that sagey one. Yeah, I think the sagey one. Alright, back. Hey Shona, how you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. If y'all don't know Shona, she is Fraps and Scraps, another fellow creator. Very awesome. Just gonna trim this. Trim it to fit this page just a little bit better. And about how high? Let's see, about there. Alrighty. Green. I'm going to back this just so it's a little bit better, I think. It's still really crooked. It's because that box is curved and it's got a weird curve to it. I don't know if I can straighten it. It's not a big deal, but I guess I'll just leave it. It'll be crooked just because it is. The flowers themselves are actually crooked, so. We're just going to glue this straight down. It's going to be a little bit of a thick pocket, but because this is some thick material. That egg carton. Let's see if I can center it. Okay. And that's going to go there. Sure we got room. Yep, we're good, I think. Yep. So 3 sides. Hold the side you don't want glue. That way you don't mess it up. See, my lid is off my glue stick sitting there. Silly me. I probably should fix that. My rag before I cut my finger on the cardstock. There. All right, that'll be cute. And I'm pretty sure this won't fit. Oh, it does fit. I wonder if it fits even if I back it. It looks like it would. All right, well, we might go with this then. It's cute. It matches the theme. I just don't, do I want the green or do I want the whiter one? It seems too hazy. I don't know. I think I like the whiter one. All right, now we gotta figure out what to back that with. Do we want to use the same color? Probably not. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Might just back it with something lighter. The green does work, obviously. But then it's going to be green into that green. I don't know if it's too much. What about like a off-white or something? I don't know. Let me think. Not black, I don't think. There is black on here. That could work. And then you could write on it with like a gel pen. We'll do the black. That way we're not using just all green. Alright, so let's do the black. Can't be too much of a border because I don't have a lot of room. Grab my chalk pencil so I can see this mark. What time is it? We're okay, okay. So about there and there. Is that the height right? Yeah. Okay. So trim that. Let's go the other way. Let's do this side first, that way we don't lose so much of it. Okay. I squared that off yesterday, so I know it's square. Yeah, that's fine like it is. Okay, I'm just going to glue that down. Let me erase this mark real quick. Okay. And debating if I want to do anything to this. I don't think so. Normally I would probably sew it or something just to make it look a little better, but I think we're just going to leave it. I thought about inking it. I don't know what color I'd use. I do have some permanent green. I'm not sure if it needs it, honestly. I don't think it does. Alright, so we're just going to art glitter it. That'll be quick. Are y'all picky about your eggs? Do you buy? Some of you might live on farms and not have to worry about it. My neighbor gives us their eggs a lot. They have chickens in their backyard. And a lot of times when they have extra, they'll give us eggs. And we give them cartons. We like give them our empty cartons. So they have cartons and they give us eggs. When I'm I'm not getting eggs from my neighbors, and I try to buy good eggs because they say it really affects the omega-3s and stuff. I like to think I eat relatively healthy. I try. I still haven't got the lid on that glue. You have hens? Because eggs are almost $10 a dozen. My eggs are $6.59. $10, that's crazy. Farm fresh. I figured you and Bonnie got eggs on your land. There, that's cute. Okay, so now we have a whole chicken theme here with pasture raised eggs and pasture chicken. This is chicken. We're gonna get the eggs and then we're gonna slaughter the chicken. Sorry, chicken. That's the way it goes. Oh, goodness. All right. There. I've been watching that that reality show. What is it called? Back to the Frontier. Have y'all been watching that? Do y'all watch reality shows? I love reality shows. I've been watching it, and oh my goodness, them trying to kill the chicken, and the kid was like losing it. He was like, "No, you can't kill it. It's my pet." It's like, but we're living on the land, guys. You know, we got to eat. They didn't kill the chicken. You're allergic to egg whites. I'm not allergic to eggs. I am sensitive to eggs. But everybody else in the family eats eggs. I haven't been eating them that much. I eat them in cake and stuff and I'm fine. But I cannot eat like a deviled egg. Like if I cook a deviled egg and I try to eat it, I get horribly sick. Like stomach cramps. I feel like I'm going to die. It's not good. But they don't bother me in the cake mix or anywhere else. I don't know about frying them. I typically eat my eggs like either fried or poached or something, but boiling them for sure makes me horribly ill. And I loved deviled eggs. And this didn't start until like everything else, all my allergies, because I never had allergies. And then suddenly I started getting, I don't call them allergies, they're more like sensitivities. But yeah, it started about 15 years ago, I guess. And oh my goodness, it seems like everything. So yeah, I haven't been eating eggs very much because of that. At least not directly. All right, that's cute. I like it. I like that. Okay, what else? We got time to do something else. Oh, I put that there. Okay, we'll do this. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna fit it on here. It's big. I don't really want to trim it too much more. I already trimmed a lot of it. Where's my big scissors? Oh, there. Can trim it a little tiny bit more. Not too much. So we want to make it fit as best we can. Length I think I'm okay with. I think I'll keep that where it is. Try and get enough that I can actually tuck something in there and still have room. That's the right side, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to put this here, but we got to back it so it'll be stronger. Probably just black, I'm thinking. Alright, where's that piece of black I had? Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. Alright, so yeah, glue this down and we'll cut it out. sure if I want to keep that side. I might keep that side straight and just put this side curvy. I'm going to trim this just a little bit so it's more even. Yeah, that's better. All right, so we'll try to glue it there. See if I can do it without making a mess. It's sad too, 'cause, man, I love eggs. Don't get me wrong, I'd eat them all the time. But yeah, my body's decided to change on me. It's like, no, you've had enough eggs. I did the same thing with peanuts and with shellfish. And I love lobster and I love crab. But both of those things bothered me now. Peanuts, I think I'm definitely getting an allergy to. Literally, my throat swells up. But I was never allergic to peanuts. I ate peanut butter my whole life. Until about 10 years ago. Go figure. Who knows why our bodies do that stuff. This from rolling on itself. Behave. It's trying to roll. Don't roll. All right, let's see if we can get it on here. If I have to, I can trim it, so I'm going to come over just a little bit. Hopefully, and then I can trim it to make it straight. All right, let's see if we can get that glued down. Too bad. I didn't coat this one. It's still shiny. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not that bad. Do have a little bit of glue on the front, though. Let me get that off. Usually you can get your dried on glue off with an eraser. Alright, there. Let's trim that out. Actually didn't do too bad. It's pretty straight. Amazing. Alright, so we're just going to trim around. A little curvy. I just like the way that looks. I'm just staying out about 1/8 of an inch. Just so there's a slight border. Okay. And that'll give us a pocket. I think probably save that. All right. All right, now we got another little tuck. Just fits. Just barely. This will be probably in the signature a little bit, but I think it'll be all right. So glue here and here. Okay. Make sure I can see that line. Barely see it. Try to make it a little bit stronger. Can't quite see it. Right there. It's the lighting. The lighting is messing with me. I guess it's that black line basically, so we'll just do that. Where'd the black line go? Oh, there it is. Lost it. I saw it and then I lost it. Stay. Gotcha. All right, make sure it's, yep, we're good. Okay. A little bit closer to the signature than I like, but I think it'll be fine. I can put that back in there. Make sure I'm the right way. Yep. Okay. still doesn't affect it folding, so we're good. So we got to tuck there for something. Don't you know what? I don't think I have anything yellow at me that could go there. Probably not. I'll have to figure that out later. Listen down on the farm. See if there's anything here. I think all these are going to be small. I'll probably have to print something bigger. These are digitals, so I can print them however I want. There's some cute digitals in this Down on the Farm by Tailor Made Journals. It's a cute digital set. I'm glad I got it. It's got a lot of vintage stuff. I'm trying to grab the printout so I can show it to you. I also have this one. This is from like a couple years back. The one I'm talking about is this one. Down on the Farm, 21-page junk journal kit by Tailor Made Journals. And it has all these cool, like vintage, just cool vintage stuff. This isn't all of them, but I printed a bunch of them. Get the idea. But I don't know if one of these would work. I might have to make it bigger. See if there's any pictures that would look good there. Chickens. If there's any sheep or anything like that. There's a sheep. It's not a goat, but just a sheep. Color's not great though. What about that? What does that say? That's a cow. Barn. Chickens. Nope. Maybe not there. I don't know if I have any goat pictures. Not that it has to be a goat picture. It can be something else. It doesn't have to be that. I don't think I have any. Let's see. Where is that other set that I printed? I buried them now. I can't find them. 11.9 Designs. I might have something. Country Life Junk Journal. Swarm Studio. Maybe. Let's see. I think this is like cows and chickens. Yeah, these are all like fussy cut cows and chickens. And one sheep. And piggies. Piggies, cows, and chickens in that one. Swarm Studios. Chickens, horses. Colors ain't good anyway. It needs to be a little more black and white, I think. Let's see if I see anything that would work. These are 11.9 Designs, which is Vintage Farming Collages. Is that one I showed you a second ago? They're all printed really small, but I'm just looking to see if there's anything I could print bigger. I might have to go through and see if I can't find something that'll work here, because I am not seeing anything yell at me. Nothing there is real obvious, so I'll figure it out later, I guess, because I don't see anything. And the only other goat one I had was that really wide magazine one, I think. I feel like there's one in here. What was it? Was it in here? I don't know where it went. It's here somewhere. Oh, I bet it's here. There it is. This one. That has lines on it. Interesting. Could possibly turn it into a journaling card or something. Maybe. I think if I did it, I would just keep the whole length and just put it in sideways. Maybe. I'll think about that. If I don't find something better, I might put that there. But not right now, because I'll wait. Okay, what time is it? 10:20. All right. Let's see. I'd love to figure out what I want to do with these. I'm probably going to cover them mostly. Or I could just put like a chicken or something there, chicken or a cow. I'll do a bag on another one. This one I wanted to kind of keep to pockets and belly bands. There was the other chicken. I knew I had another one. Totally didn't see it. I knew I did. I wasn't imagining it. Alright, so what do I want to do with this? It's like, it would make a good pocket. It's just sometimes when you put a pocket on the inside like that, it can be hard to get it in there because it'll be tight in the signature, and sometimes you can't quite get it flat, you know what I mean? But it might be alright. Let's see if I did. I'm just going to grab a card. One of the longer ones. Let's see, if this was like this and it was tight in there, I could probably get it in there. It might be alright, just to make it a pocket like that. I gotta figure out what I want to cover it with. At least some. I got this haystack thing. Might be pretty. On the inside. Just debating if I want to cover that hay bale. The other side just has like a whole bunch of hay bales. Could do something like that, just as a background. I think with this side, and then something down this line. All right, let's do that. Put that there. So let me cut out this. I think I'm just going to cut it in half. I'll figure out what I want to do with that. Let me get this lid on because it's drying out on me. Debating which part of this I want to use. It's going to be hidden behind that because that's going to be a pocket, so it'll be this part you wouldn't see. You'd see most of that, which is fine. I think I'll just cut it right here because I don't know what I'm going to do with this hay bale. I'll put it somewhere probably. That way we can keep that intact. And then see how wide this needs to be. So, pencil. Approximately here. And approximately here. little bit more. Even off the bottom. Chances are it's not straight. Good job. And where's my mark? Oh, I cut my mark off. That wasn't helpful. Silly. Silly girl. Okay. Now the trick is getting it on there. Let's see if we can do it. There. Alright, so this is going to go here. We need to trim off just a fraction more, or it's not going to fold right. I think I'll do this side. I don't want to lose the hay bales on the other side. You won't see this side anyway. Hopefully I can get it down there. I might have to put it down in sections because this thing is going to be tricky. If I put glue on the whole thing, it's just going to it's just going to, you know, roll up on me and be a real pain. So we're going to try to do it this way. So I'll just start at the top. Let's see if I can move this. I'm going to try to move it down just a little bit. I've got like 1/8 of an inch there. I think I'll be all right. Art glitter is not the best choice, but I wanted to go ahead and hold this in place. Then I'll probably use the glue stick. So I'm just going to slide that up. Make sure I'm straight on the bottom. Okay. I can ink around this edge if it looks bad. I could even trim it. All right, and then we're just going to try and glue stick this down. I don't want to use art glitter because the art glitter will make this buckle and it's too watery. That's why I'm using the glue stick. You can use Fabri-Tac, but it does buckle some too. The glue stick won't. And since it's inside this pocket, I'm not super worried about it holding and all that. I'm just going to do it in, I can't see. Where's my line? There it is. So don't go into the other page. You'll be unhappy. I'll do half and then trying to make sure it stays straight because I definitely don't want it getting off on me. I should have put some paper down. I'll do that in a second. Don't you stick. I dropped it. No, 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 no. Not yet. Not yet. You wait. I'm not ready for you. Where is that line? Oh my gosh, it's so hard to see. All right, I think I got it. Should be fine. Everything still folds. Everything still folds. All right, I think we're good. So what shall we put on here? I'm gonna clean up this edge. Probably just fold it under. There's like a line there for the map anyway, which give me a straight line. Just fold that under. I could even leave the map there. It's not horrible. The colors aren't quite right, but I think I'll cover it with something, or I might even just put something on part of it. Just gonna glue this down. There. Cleaner edge. And then, let's see, what can I put there? Do I have any long things? Countryside's not the right colors. That wouldn't look good. Probably not this barn one. I just want something like maybe a lace or washi or ribbon. That's what I'm leaning toward. Let's see. What do we got? Like I said, the map's not terrible. It's a possibility. I don't see anything better. Okay, we're just going to dig through our stuff. Let's see if we see anything. I don't know if I have just a border that would look good with that. I don't have a lot of Farmhouse ribbons. Honestly, I just don't. I don't even think I have any cowls or anything. Any decorative ones. I don't know where my ribbons are. I had a pile of them. There they are. Well, that's all Christmas stuff. Definitely not that. So not those. I feel like I might have had a couple Farmhouse ones, but I didn't pull them out. I have this checkered stuff. It's green. There is some green in there, in this. It's hard to see from where y'all are. Anything on here? Nothing tall enough. Maybe like a vertical word or something. could just make one. I might even have vertical words somewhere. Maybe. Maybe. Pasture bird, probably not. I'm just digging through my mess. Anything in here? I don't hate the map, so I don't know that I want to cover it up because it kind of works. So I'll probably leave it, but I do want to enhance it just a little bit. That green's not terrible, so I might use that. I'm looking. Where are my ribbons? Oh, mixed colors, neutrals, maybe. Maybe I have something in here. I have some sunflowers. I have sunflowers, oranges, lemons. Not really. I think I might like the green for what I'm seeing. This would match this, but I don't think it really matches that. Don't think I want the sunflowers. What do you think? Sunflowers or the green? Maybe one of those. Mixed ribbon. I don't know what's in half my containers, guys. I got like 20 of them. No, I don't have like 20 of them. I have some. That's all. Those are all really wide. Okay, so none of those. What do you think? Sunflowers or the green? I'll leave the map show, but I just think it should have something on the edge. I don't know why. I just do. Why not? And I'm waiting to see if anybody says anything. Maybe the sunflowers. There's green here, but it's very, very, very subtle. There's a lot of green in the map, of course. So it's either that or that. I'd have to show you it up close so you could kind of tell what I'm talking about, because you can't see that green. Right there. Can you see the green now? So there is green. It's just, it's not as prominent as all the other colors. All right, so green or sunflowers? That's my choices. I don't have a lot of choices for this. Sunflowers, Kim says. I think you might be right. I kind of like the little bit of that gold in there. It's pretty. I like them both, honestly. Green's fine. Or the sunflowers are fine. Okay, we'll do sunflowers. I get that done because we're running out of time. We got a decent amount done. We got a bunch of pockets done, so we can be making tags and journaling cards for those. Let's see, how does this fit? Not too bad, actually. Where's my scissors? This is gonna fray. I'll have to. Either burn it or get it glued down quickly. That was crooked. I don't know why I got it so crooked. There's a line to follow. Because I can't cut straight with these little scissors. That's why. Where's the big scissors? You like the green too. I already started with the sunflowers, now done. I like them both too, honestly. Both are fine. But we'll try this one. Maybe when I do a different one, I'll do the other one. All right, this I think we can go with Fabri-Tac. Probably Fabri-Tac. I think it'll grab this. This is that. What do they call this stuff? Gross grain. I always try to say gross, but I think it's grosgrain. It'll grab it better, and it's not even a cotton one; it's a polyester, so it's a little harder to glue. But I think this should work. I'm actually just going to put some cardboard down though. I don't want to glue it to that. Looks like it's about an inch. I'm sure it's like a ½ inch, 3/4 inch. I'm just going to guess. I'm usually fairly good at guessing. By the time this is glued, it should quit fraying on me. Make it so just the teeniest bit of that map is showing right there. There. Okay. That'll be cute. Get all the goopy off. All right, so then we'll glue this. Just trim that fray. Let's see, I think I'll use our glitter for this part. So, here. And right here. All right, now we have a little pocket, tuck. Okay, that should be good. Don't know what we're we're going to put there yet, but we'll figure out something. Okay. Put this back in the signature. Maybe we'll use the green on the other side when we do it, because I still have to do that side. So I'll be doing that same thing pretty much here, I think. So maybe we'll end up using the green there. I'm not sure if I want it on this side or this side. I will probably do it this side because I think I don't want it to I'm not going to go all the way to the edge in case I trim this. Because there's a possibility I'll end up trimming that a little. Hopefully I won't hit any of the things that I've folded, because that messes them up. Yeah, I think that's far enough in. All right, good. So that's good. That works. It'll be cute for some sort of little card. You know, not necessarily that one, but you get the idea. Something in there. Okay. It's not bad. It's got hay on it. You might actually use that there. I'll just do something with it and probably back it or something. But that might work. Colors work. It doesn't have green, but it matches the field good. So I like it there. So we'll do that. I don't think it needs to be any bigger, because if I did it bigger, it would have to get wider too, and then I'd have a problem. So we'll just keep it in that section like that. That'll be fine. But I'll back it with something so it looks a little bit better. All right. I think that's enough, guys. Should I try to do this other map side? It might not take that long if I can figure out what to put there. Honestly, don't know. I've got that other one that's got the farmhouse. This piece. What would that look like? How much would I lose? I'd lose a lot. I'd either have only the farmhouse, or if I moved it over, I could have the silo and barn. So you're only going to see a part of it. Or I have only the farmhouse part. What else do you got? I got the other hay, which I don't think I want to cover up that, so I'd say no to that. I don't think I have any other things printed out that I could use. Did y'all get that primitive sheep from Essential Stencil? Look at this guy, he's so cute. It has a small one. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but it's got this small one. I thought I can sure use that somewhere in my journal. Really cute little sheep. So I'll throw him in there somewhere. I just saw it sitting here. Let's see. The only other thing I've got, I have just like some of this. It's just words. I don't know what I'll be doing there yet. I don't have a plan. What would that look like with that green? I might see if I can find something with some green in it so we can use this ribbon, because it does look good. This doesn't have near as much green though, does it? Do I have another map? And another one? I might. It's possible. I can't remember. I feel like I might have used them out twice. I might have only used it once. Cannot keep up with it. Did I or didn't I? I don't see one in this one. Did I put one in this one? I did. There's a mount. That one's got more green. That one doesn't have a pocket spot, but this one does. Ah, maybe there. Let's see. It's not bad there. Got more green on it. Maybe I'll use it there. Not sure what I'm going to do with this. I almost need to attach it to another page. I could add another page to attach it to. It just means adding like another paper or something. Or remove it. I think it'd be easier just to add another paper. Might do that with this one. So if I add another plain paper right next to it, then I can just use that. I'll try to show you what I mean. If I have one sitting here. I don't have one sitting here. Okay, I'll show you with this ledger thing. So what I would do is just have another piece on this side that was plain, and then I could glue to this part of it and then have the pocket like that. So I'll probably do that with that one because it doesn't really lend itself to much else. And then I'll figure out what to do on the other side of it. So that'll be another day, I guess, because it's going to be too complicated. And then I'll figure out what I want to put here because I don't know. I'm gonna look through my printables and see. Love the sheep in the journal. Yeah, isn't it cute? I think it'll be cute. That'll be fun. All right, so we'll figure that out another day. That's enough for today. We got a decent amount done. I am happy with it. I'll look through, like I said, I might have more magazine images. Sometimes I've got like, gosh, I probably have 30 or so Mother Earth Newses, but I've went through most of them and cleaned them out of their images. But I'll see if I have anything else that will fit there. And I'll probably put something here. I don't think I'm going to leave the map. I could. I mean, I don't have to remove the map. I could just leave it. It's not like it's not, you know, a possibility. So maybe, we'll see. All right, so where do I want to open this to? Let's see. We did a lot. We got the watermelon one. We got the map one. Just gonna put a couple things here. I think I did stuff in this one. Maybe, did I? Can't remember. Nope. This one? There it is. All right, we'll just open it to the raspberry one. All right, there. There's something to leave on my screen. All right, guys, so I will be back on Monday. I'll figure out some stuff to do, figure out some things that work with those map pages, and we'll hopefully do some sort of ephemera or something. Oh, and I gotta show you this. Look what I found. These are adorable. Look. These are brads. Look, they're little roosters. They're little teeny tiny rooster brads. Are they cute? I like brads. I'm gonna put them somewhere. So I found these. There's a place called Eyelid Outlet on. I get them off Amazon, but they have a billion different designs. They have so many designs. And I saw these little roosters. I was like, oh my goodness, those roosters are mine. I also got snowflakes. I get a whole batch of snowflakes because they were super cheap for like 100. Not that I needed 100, but they were cheap. So these will be for the Christmas one. But they're just little snowflake brads. Isn't that cute? Who knew? Rooster brads. So they're going somewhere. All right, y'all have a good weekend. I will see you guys on Monday, and we'll do some more. Okay, y'all take care. Thanks for watching. All right, bye-bye.